What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today I'm going to be showing you the squad that I'm going to be taking into the DKT, showing you around the club and then the gameplay of the DKT to try and get that Gylfi Sigurdsson. Now you'll notice we're up to 871,000 coins. If you watch the streams, you will see where a lot of that stuff comes from, but basically I am cashing out on the whole club. So I explained this in thorough detail on the stream. I feel like I've explained it like half during videos. So the first part of this video is going to be me explaining where the club is right now, basically, like absolutely everything within the club, and talking about the upgrade packs as well. Now, one thing I want to show first and foremost, guys. As I said, I started selling my players, mostly the Premier League players I've been listing up, and I've been getting these as duplicates because of the pack thing, basically. And one player sold, and I didn't understand why he sold for 75,000 coins. So I had a look on Footbin. I'll put the screenshots up right now. The day that I listed him up for 12 hours, because I started listing him up at 75k because his price went up to about 65k. I thought maybe I'll get a lazy buyer or maybe I'll get lucky late night. He actually went up to 90,000 coins on Saturday night. So I'll show the Footbin graphs there so you can see that actually mine was probably one of the cheapest. I wish I'd listed both my Fabregases up. I bought him for 65k, so I sold him for 75k, and also the Premier League players here you can see have all sold. And then I've got a whole bunch more players on open bid right now. A lot of the 84s and stuff that I packed through the all those packs I opened on Friday are there. And then these two Adrian Ramoses, I did a quick check on the market to find fresh Adrian Ramoses. There was one at 15k and one at 18k, and that was all I could find up to 25,000 coins. So I've listed both of mine for 25k because they are both fresh, 0 games, 0 goals, and only 2 owners as well. So if somebody did want Ramos and they wanted a fresh one, my two are the third and fourth cheapest basically. I don't expect them to sell, but you never know with people that like to buy fresh cards. They will happily pay over the odds. So I've listed them up, but I don't really expect much out of that. And then I checked the Fabregases again now, and they are down at like 55k again. I don't understand the market right now. I don't understand the prices, but I've got this Eric buy. I could sell him, but he was going for like way cheap, man. Like he's literally like 3,000 coins or so. Maybe if I sold him with the shadow card on, actually, I could probably get, maybe I'd be able to get like 7,500 coins for him. I didn't want to sell him because I've got a lot of games on him, but I packed an untradeable one in those premium EPL player upgrade packs. So that's where the coins came from, guys. I think this Adrian Ramos is fresh as well. So yeah, I mean, I could list him too, but it's kind of pointless. And I mean, I've been slowly but surely getting rid of like the Jimenez and a few of the other inform investments that have gone up in value, or at least have gone up a nice amount, and then it's all the big cards that haven't gone up yet, so we're waiting for that to happen. So just to show you the players in the club, we've got 3,200 players right now. For the leagues, I've completely cleared out the Austrian league. I've completely cleared out the Ukrainian league. Again, all this footage is on stream. If you want to see that, twitch.tv/NepentheZ, you can go watch past broadcasts, but it's too much to condense into one video. And I don't think you guys would actually enjoy seeing it in video, because what I do, as you can see, the Norwegian league, I've got nothing left. The Turkish league, I've got nothing left. The Electricity League, I've got nothing left. The Russian League, I've only got those 3 silvers that I was using in Weekend League. The SPL, nothing left. And then the Russian League is where I've got players again. So a few golds and then bronzes. Now I want to check the prices of these bronzes. If they sell for even 2 to 4, maybe 500 coins, I'll list them up. This dude here, 1.2 minimum. See, he's 1.2 min. So he's obviously useful for a SBC. So I'll pop them up for 1,000. If, however, they don't sell, what I'm doing is discarding them and taking the coins for them. So this guy here, there's 3 in a row at 200. He clearly doesn't sell. So I'd rather take the 50 coins for that player and pop him into the, you know, get him out of the club like that. And what I'm going to do is go through every single league one by one, selling any player that sells, be it gold, silver or bronze, and discarding everything else, be it gold, silver or bronze, so that we can get our coin total back up. Remember what I was talking about yesterday with the fitness cards? Well, I've only just finished recording that video, and the fitness cards currently are around 800 coins you can get them sold for. On open bid, they're going for 7, maybe 657, but for lazy buyers, look at that, I haven't even seen one for 800 coins yet. There's 650 on open bid, there's 800 coins there. So you can actually get them sold if you list up a lot at a time for 800 coins a piece. I'm going to wait until they go up to 1,000, maybe 1,200 before I decide to sell, because at that point I'll get about 400 to 500,000 for all of these fitness cards. But even if I sold it now, I would still get about 300 to 400,000 coins. So those bronze packs paying off brilliant. So on top of that, I'm selling all the gold cards that I've got right now, because I have got a lot of 83s and 84s and stuff that I got out of those packs from Friday. So my trade pile, unfortunately, isn't is quite full up still with the investments. But as you can see here, I've got pages on pages of these gold cards. I don't have that many shiny golds left. From 80 rated and lower, I don't really have any. So this will probably be the end right about now. Indeed it is. So I did all the 79s and lowers in the upgrade packs of the EPL. I just didn't get lucky in them. I'll do one more now just to show you the method that I was using, because it's actually quite easy. You can use the gold upgrade, because you get, when you do one of those Premier League players packs, you get 9 commons. Now, if you're unlucky and get any silver cards, you're just unlucky, right? So I don't want to use this right back because he's actually in my team. But you get 9 common cards. So for every time you open one, you basically only have to trade in 2 more common cards to get 2 more rare cards because of this rare upgrade pack. So what that means is it's basically costing you about 600 to 700 coins for 2 shiny rare cards every time you open an EPL pack. Now, given the fact that the shiny rares right now are actually going for about 1,000 coins as a minimum, that is true good value for money, right? So now what I'll do is I'll throw in this guy. I have to put in a few more because I've got some silvers. If you get unlucky and get silvers, you need to throw in a few more, but generally speaking, you'll be fine. So we get the 2 rare gold player pack. Once you get the one, like, you know, assume we just opened one of the EPL player packs. So we get the 2 rare gold player pack. We actually got walkout Fabregas that you would have just seen in the club in one of these. I haven't really been super lucky with these. In fact, I've just been desperately unlucky with my packs in general. The whole year, actually. I've had a few good players, a few good pulls, but generally speaking, our pack luck has been pretty diabolical, which is fine. You know, I've still got more than I ever dreamed I would have at this stage in FIFA, especially considering compared to last year. Then we go to the EPL Premium Upgrade. Now, you will also get 3 rares out of the EPL Premium Upgrade, and basically 2 rares for free as well. So you only ever need to do 5 rare cards. You'll only ever need to buy 5 rare cards. If you can find the rare cards that are going for 700-800 coins, if you're lucky or if you can snipe, that's great. If you're lazy and you just lazy buy, you have to pay 1,000 coins each. So basically it costs you about 5,000 coins a turn to complete this. No, 6,000 coins a turn, because you also have to put the 2 commons in as well. And you'll notice here I don't have any more players to put in, so I'm actually going to have to go out and get some of my current 80 raters. Now, what I wanted to do was not do these packs too much. I asked on stream if people wanted me to do them. I asked on Twitter if people wanted me to do them. The general consensus that people said I should gut my club out and just do loads of these upgrades. But the problem with that is it cost me 5,000 coins a time, which in turn is 5,000 coins that I could have in the club. So I've done around 15 of these so far. So if we put an average value at 5,000 coins each time I do one of these, and I've done 15 of them, that's 45,000 coins I could have had in the club instead. You know what I mean? I could have just had 45k in the club instead of doing these SBCs, and that 45k would have been much better going towards a player or investments than these packs, because I've been unlucky. Obviously, if I hit something, happy days. But this is the process that I've been going through. So we do another one of these, then I go to the store, I open it, I get desperately unlucky, boom, no walkout, no big flare, no inform, nothing. And then what I've got again is 3 shiny cards, one of them being silver again, unfortunately. So 3 shiny cards that we can put back in for free, and then 9 common cards that we can turn back into 2 more shiny cards, and the process continues. So it's not beneficial right now for me to, let me do the last 2 player upgrade. It's not beneficial right now for me to use these 80s and 81s and stuff. What would be more beneficial would be for me to sell them all, which is what I'm going through right now, which is what I'm getting through. And after selling them, it would then be better for me to go and buy different cards, basically. Buy the 77s and 76s that sell for 700 coins and hopefully get them on open bid and so on and so forth. That would be much better. So this time around, I only need to put 2 of these common cards in. I don't mind doing the common cards too much because they're like, some of them literally don't even sell for 350, 400, and so I'm fine with throwing in the common cards. But it's the rare cards that right now I'd rather sell what I have, accumulate the coins, and then I don't want to do too many of these because, as I say, I think my coins will be better saved and then spent elsewhere. But everyone that I see, literally somebody's just linked me, a guy called Wiggy VVV, he just got 2 in the same pack. He got Alderweireld and Keane in the same pack. So when I see things like that, I just sit there and think, man, why can't I get that? So I want to keep trying, basically. I might do like 5 a day or something and just, yeah, 25,000 coins a day. That's a lot of coins a day though, isn't it? To get basically nothing back. On the hopes that I get one. But, again, another but. Of course, when the new team of the season comes out, there is going to be let's say Bundesliga is next. There's going to be this pack as well for Bundesliga. And I think you'll have a much better chance of packing those ones in these things instead of the current Premier League, because the Premier League players are all so very high rated, all of them, except like 1 or 2 89s, and then it's just 90s and above. So the likelihood of me of getting one is pretty slim. So now I have 4 shiny golds for free. Now I could go and buy the other ones or use ones in the club, but as I say, what I'm actually doing is getting rid of the cards because they sell for so much more. They just sell for, look at that, 2,000 coins for that Cahill. In 6 minutes time, this is all going to be good. But for the video as well, guys, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to win the Sigurdsson with this squad. You're probably thinking this squad doesn't look great. I'm using Bai, Smalling, De Gea. They're my own cards. Idrissa Gueye, Mata, and Fabregas, the pack-pulled, untradeable Fabregas. Heung-min Son is going to be my special card. Gabbiadini and Daniel Sturridge also in the team. Gibbs and I don't know. I probably actually would rather use that Zhezhe card. Let's go gold and Premier League, and I'd rather use this guy, I think, because he's got better defending, better physical, and only 1 less pace. So we'll throw him in, and the bench is just full of pretty much pace merchants. The reason why I've decided to go for this specifically is because I don't want to buy players for this, because right now gold and common gold cards, because of SBCs and because of this tournament, they are way more expensive than normal. And the bottom line is if I don't manage to win him today or tomorrow, which I realistically I would expect that I should be able to do so, I can use my main team on Wednesday, because on Wednesday the daily knockout is still there. It's for Sigurdsson again, and there's no entry requirement. So if I don't manage to win it today and tomorrow through this, I can put my main team in on Wednesday and bang, I'll be able to. I would expect myself to be able to win it. Sigurdsson's definitely one that I desperately want. He will go into my main team and he'll stay there for the rest of the year. But that is the team, guys. That is where the account is right now. And what you're going to see next is my daily knockout gameplay. Let's go. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first thing that you see is my trade pile clearing up. It was really weird how some of these items sold. Some of them sold for 4.5k or so right towards the back end of the hour, which I would assume were lazy buyers, and some of them sold for like 1,500, 2,000 coins. All in all, I'm happy to be listing all of the things that we've got. But I have got some really good questions today and not too much time to get through them, only around 10 to 12 minutes. So as you watch the delights of my daily knockout tournament gameplay for the Gylfi Sigurdsson, before we actually get into the comments, my pack luck on this account, guys, has been woeful. I was talking about it on Twitter last night because Nick packed his 5th team of the season from those EPL upgrades. He's got as Piliqueta, Alonso, Walker, Ericsson, and Vertonghen from those EPL upgrade packs, and I've got nothing. So I got very unlucky, and I was looking back at the things that I've packed. So what I have packed that's like notable, the Legend Donovan, who was like 120, 130k, something like that. Lionel Messi, who unfortunately only sold for about 400k at the time we bought him. The informed Lukaku that sold for about 600k. The informed Nainggolan who sold for about 600k. And the informed Dybala that I sold for about 700k. I have 5 notable pulls in the entirety of FIFA 17 which is not very good considering how often I have finished in Elite and Gold 1 in FUT Champs, right? It's just not that good. And the Messi pool didn't even come from a FUT Champs reward pack. If you then look at Nick, and I'm not jealous of Nick, I'm envious of Nick. I also want this pack. Like Nick's packed just straight off the bat 5 team of the seasons from the EPL straight off the back. He packed the better version of Dybala in the team of the knockout stage upgrade packs. He packed ones to watch Kante untradeable and ones to watch Pogba tradable. So if I just look at those packs right there, and I don't know every single item that he's packed that's been of note. He's packed like considerably more and more expensive items than we have for essentially the same every weekend doing FUT Champs, so on and so forth. And it's pretty disappointing. It's pretty disappointing that I've worked so hard on this account. And don't get me wrong, I've got a great account here. I think we've done a lot of good things on this account. There's a lot of good players. But it's just, it does suck when I see people like Nick or people on Twitter tweet me, I only opened 5 and I got 7 blues. I want that luck. I want to open one of the pack. Like one dude literally opened the pack, an EPL upgrade pack, 12 items, 3 rares, all Premier League players. He literally got Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Alexis Sanchez in the same pack. What is that? I want that. I can't get that. I tried, but anyway. Ben Sheriff says, hey Nep, huge fan since the days of FIFA 12 and you've been classed ever since, but related to FIFA 12 and your Ruin a Random series, there would always be a dog snoring in the background. Just wonder whatever happened to the guy. Apologies if he's passed away. Keep up the good work, mate. Well, thank you for the kind words, dude. He's still good. He's got like a lot of problems. His breed in general have a lot of problems and don't have the longest life expectancy, and he is getting towards the back end of his life expectancy, sadly. But hopefully at least a few more years with him. But yeah, he's good. It's just in the old house, specifically when you used to hear him in FIFA 12. The reason why I used to hear him is because my girlfriend used to go to work, and obviously I would be working from home, so he used to come into the room with me. But now my girlfriend is like a stay-at-home mum, and she works for my company at home because obviously with YouTube it's just all at home, that he now stays with her all the time, so that's why you don't hear him anymore. But yeah, he's absolutely fine, dude, and thank you for the kind words. Thomas Draddy says, hey Nep, I believe I saw this on Reddit a few months ago and would like to hear your opinion on it. Despite FUTBIN being an amazing and one of the best FIFA sites out there, do you believe it could incorporate a feature in which it gives the user a notification when the lowest bin of a player goes below a certain point? I think it would be a cool idea. Dude, FUTBIN is amazing. FUTBIN is really coming up to the forefront of the FIFA sites. It has everything that you need. I don't necessarily think it's the most aesthetically pleasing. I think FUTHead is probably the easiest on the eye in terms of the way they display their data. But that can only be good news for us as consumers, because it means the other sites will try and fall in line with that and improve that. But FUTBIN are adding a lot of features constantly, and something like what you suggested would be great. There's a lot of things FUTBIN could do to show people, basically everything more and more. So yeah, if you guys don't know, FUTBIN is where I keep track of my trade profit and how my investments are doing and so on and so forth. It's a fantastic site that also you can keep track just in general of player prices, and I thoroughly suggest those that don't potentially go and check out FUTBIN. OMG, it's J to the C says, Nep, you're by far the most entertaining, informative FIFA YouTuber out there right now, and I appreciate that very much, dude. Thank you. Says, I know you're not a pro, but very good. Better than me, that's for sure, but not by much, I don't think. I just wanted to thank you for the series this year. It's helped me tremendously. Constant Division 1 player now for the first FIFA ever, and your tips have been a massive part of that, as well as Ovi's tutorials. Once again, thanks, and looking forward to the series on FIFA 18. Can't wait for it to start. And thank you, dude. And what's crazy is the amount of people that message me, and I find this hard to believe, because I hit my peak really early in FIFA 17. By week 3 or 4, I was hitting Elite on FUT Champs, and that was it. I stayed there ever since. I got Elite 1 once. I've dropped down into Gold 1 a couple of times, sometimes purposefully, sometimes just because I wasn't good enough that weekend. But generally speaking, I think my marker has been Elite 3 this year. Like I've just my most consistent finish has probably been Elite 3. So whilst FIFA 17 started and I went like that and hit my peak, so many other people have done this and they've gradually got better and better through the year. And so many people say that it's due to my videos and my tips and my information. And I find that hard to believe because I've been so stagnant for so long. But if I have helped you at all, be it OMG, it's J to the C, or anyone else out there throughout this year, I'm happy that I was able to help, and long may the help continue through to FIFA 18. Louis Messiant says, Nep, do you think that EA decreased the pack luck? I packed a hell of a lot through the year, and I'm just not looks to be in packs. And at the moment, just nothing looks to be in packs. Love the vids, by the way. I don't think they decreased pack luck per se. I think luck is just that. I think it's just luck. You're either lucky or you're unlucky. I don't think EA have like a little dial that they check. Oh, let's up the pack luck today, lads. Oh, let's dip it back down. A few too many on the market. There are odds to pack a player, and you will pack it or you won't pack it. That's what it comes down to. Bottom line, in my opinion. I think compared to last year, the Premier League came out of packs a lot last year because there were a lot of low-rated Premier League players. There were a couple of silvers, there are a lot of 84s and 85s, and this year it's like 89 is the lowest rated, and then you've got like loads and loads of 98s, 97s, 95s. Like, you know, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Watch when maybe the French League or the Calcio A comes out and there's quite a lot of like 84s, 85s, 86s, or potentially 85s, 86s, 87s. And I feel like you will see a lot more Team of the Seasons being packed, and you will probably yourself pack a lot more Team of the Seasons. Andy Coombe says, instead of FIFA tired, you could say that you get FIFA fatigued. I love that. I absolutely love that. You have just... that one of my favourite things in this world is taking two words and just putting them together for no good reason. And you've done exactly that, and it was brilliant. So yeah, I get FIFA fatigued, guys, which is like FIFA and fatigued combined. Brilliant. I genuinely love that. Geneva Koya says, Nep, you care too much about stats. I agree. I do. Just enjoy your players and care about players who score at moments when you need him. I have 250 games on Martial and he has 230 goals and 80 assists. And on the other hand, I have Son Man of the Match, who I played 400 games with, and he has 250 goals and 70 assists. And in my opinion, Son Man of the Match worth the coins, even if Inform Martial has a better goal contribution per game, because Son's goals were when I needed him, whereas Martial's goals were when I was already 2 or 3-0 up. So I don't get the fact that you judge a player only with stats. Keep up the good work. I wouldn't say I judge a player only with stats, but I like to. In a game that is in a game like FIFA that has a lot of RNG involved, that is a lot of the time. The reason why people lose, especially at the highest level, is because of human error or AI error. And like I say, because I've hit that peak and because I've been so stable throughout the year of kind of an Elite 3 player, I look at, over a course of a lot of games, the output. And now if the output is very similar within 5 or 10 or even 15% of a player, it makes me consider that that player probably wasn't worth the price range in general. But if the output of a player is exceptionally high or exceptionally lower, I know full well where I'd be standing. So because there are anomaly games where I'll score 7 to 10 goals, or where one player will for some reason just bag a lot of goals. Like in the Foot Champs Weekend League just gone, there were 4 consecutive games where Romelu Lukaku scored all of the goals. He got 4, 3, 3 and 3. So he scored literally 13 goals in 4 games. And that wasn't me trying to force it to him or anything. It was just that just naturally happened. But that's an anomaly. That won't normally happen over time. So over a long period of games, I like to just see how well players performed on average to compare to the other players that I have to see if he's worth the price tag or not. That's the only thing I get, really. Now, there were a couple more comments, dudes, but unfortunately, I don't have enough time to go through them. We got Sigurdsson at the first time of asking, which I was very, very happy with. I did do a few EPL upgrade packs in the meantime. I didn't record the footage of them because I just completely forgot. But I got Chris Smalling in one of them. So you'll see, and looking at output, guys, this Heung-min Son, after 70 games, he has 99 goal contributions. That is unbelievable. He's so good for me. Absolutely worth the price tag. But yeah, I got Chris Smalling in an upgrade pack, guys. So I now have an untradeable Chris Smalling. So I'll be selling the Chris Smalling that I've had in the club all year. He made it to 997 appearances for the club. But this, guys, will be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.